This New England Patriots preview edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by the SGPN app. Get all of our picks and podcasts for free with the SGPN app.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
One of those guys who will get penetration.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stuck in the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. You want to hit me with a baby whale? Do we have a baby?
Baby fucking wheel, man.
Oh, baby whale never left.
Just making sure.
You
make some creative decisions over there.
All time great video. Just go if you have not gone down the rabbit hole of two fishermen mistaking a whale. It's a all-time viral video.
I think last time we played it, we got in trouble with YouTube, so we can't play it. But
we don't own the rights. And Jay and his buddy are getting rich off everyone watching there. Now it turns out it was a sunfish, Ryan. They thought it was a baby whale. Jay, that thing's sick. We got to take that to the aquarium, dude.
Much like when you are watching a replay and Randy Moss scores that touchdown and fake moons the crowd at Green Bay, and you hear Joe Buck say that is a disgusting act. But the soundboard has ruined all of these things for me when they happen in real life.
It is. Yeah. It's crazy when you run into the soundboard.
Do you have the, oh my God guy?
Yes.
Oh my god.
This is an all timer. If you've never seen Sean, you should almost put this in the post on Word for the episode, because that one will blow your mind.
Yeah, that one is just this Asian kid at a mall hanging out. And they do a magic trick, and he goes, "Oh my god!"
It's like the whatever the new hot like gimmicky toy is that's being sold at a stand in the middle of the mall. Just the salesman of the year gets this guy to lose his mind.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Uh-oh.
Kramer. It's I mean, we got to stop fucking around. Football is happening. We got the
who's fucking around?
Well, I'm just saying it's finally hitting me. We have real football to talk about this week. Thursday Hall of Fame game kicks off. We're knee deep in team previews. It's just a beautiful time to be alive. And of course, were you going to say something, Kramer?
Oh, I did. I have heard a couple. I've noticed that the mainstream coverage is finally on football. Good shout out to NFL Network for showing us training camp a week into training camp. Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, it's great. Some places are catching up. Some places are already here.
And Kramer always pitches this idea in our office, mostly just to me, but he still emphatically pitches it. The idea of just set up in these training camps, just set up, basically like a ring camera or what a webcam. As
imagine you own
think of all the boring stuff that they have webcams for. Meanwhile, people would love to just sit and watch random practice.
My daughter's high school has a webcam that is high enough resolution to where it's a single shot where like anything being played on the football/soccer field is live streamed. You're telling me NFL teams can't figure this out? You're the NFL. You own the rights to grass. You own the rights to sprinklers. You own the rights to equipment guys.
We would never question our fearless leader, but come on, it's there.
Show me the equipment guys getting on the field a little early.
Yeah.
Show me them setting up the field.
Show me that sod father making the Super Bowl super slippery for the Eagles.
I want to know which player from each team is first on the field. Don't you? Wouldn't you like to know?
I already know the answer for the Eagles, but it would be good to know who's getting out there first.
Jalen Hurts actually the first on the field?
First in the building, last to leave.
No, we're not doing the cliches right now. I'm being serious. Like, who's first on the practice field?
It's probably like the kicker. It's probably someone really boring.
The long snapper maybe getting out there to start warming up.
Man, just so much
Robert Kraft wearing an extra baggy sweatshirt looking creepy as fuck.
Yeah. I said when he showed up on the NFL Network, just hunched over looking. It's weird seeing old people wear hoodies. Yeah. It's just like, come on, wear like a nice jacket, do something, but to see a billionaire wearing a hoodie who's not like a tech bro, who's like an old money guy. It was very unsettling. And I said to Ryan, I go, does this look like a man who goes to a massage parlor? And yeah, it really did.
It not only looks like the kind of guy that goes to a massage parlor, it looks like what he might have been wearing. You know, I'm on a lazy day.
You don't dress up for a rub and tug.
Oh no, well, it was more right. It was a private jet to a rub and tug, right? He was commuting.
That's the funniest. Like, come on, they don't got Jack Shacks in the New England area.
Imagine you're so wealthy that commuting to a rub and tug isn't an odd thing.
Well,
I'm just gonna swing through Florida on the way to the conference championship game, get a hand job.
That's you get your.
You're
favorites.
Robert Kraft. Bring one on the plane. What are we doing?
Yeah, you want to blow into their minds?
It just makes you wonder what else was going on down there.
Yeah, he was
maybe involved in some human movement. I don't know.
We'll see.
More questions than I have been getting an annoying amount of. You really got to start doing more questions than answers.
Yeah. Well, you said you and Colby were going to start the podcast.
We're starting soon.
Part of being older is knowing yourself. So hearing that you guys are going to do this podcast,
pre-production,
and also knowing that Colby has 138 team previews. I just did the math. If that's never going to happen,
yeah,
I support it.
Yeah,
we will. Sure.
One day.
Keep the tease going. One thing we're definitely doing, giving away a jacket, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/jacket.
Oh,
I see Rosenberg, host of the Propcast, in the chat. He pointed out we should have called it a D-Gens only, like members only. The patch. Great
idea. It went through my head. Listen, there will be a time when that's used.
Maybe, but
this is not
honestly,
that time.
It was the patch. I think it looks super clean with just D-Gens on. Kramer's rocking it now. You got a chance to win it for free, giving away one to just the subscribers. You guys are awesome. Smash that subscribe button, hitting the like. We're giving one away to you guys. Going to give some away at contest weekend. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/jacket. So get in on that. And of course,
how many jackets are we bringing to Vegas?
Well, that's the nice thing, Ryan. It's a very they're like a windbreaker type, so it's very easy to travel with a bunch.
I'm just thinking about how many futures I need to load up for the pockets.
Oh, that'll be fun. Little stocking stuff.
The jacket comes with a future in the pocket.
Yes.
Oh,
the winner will. Yes. Even the mail-in one will stuff in a circa future there for you. And of course, this is a team preview, which means we are going to announce the word of the episode. $1,000 NFL bets. The phrase that pays. Which WHICH. Ryan already got ahead of the spelling.
No way.
Why does that blow your mind?
Because only one team have we ever indirectly bumped into a witch.
Giselle.
In our 15 years of doing this podcast.
That's probably the social clip that has the most views is us reporting that we had read somewhere that Giselle Bundchen is a witch.
Yeah.
And somehow it got on like witch TikTok.
Yeah.
And
you don't want to mess with that.
Millions of views. It's almost as funny as the social clip. Let's bring on our guest here.
Yeah.
You know him as the Sassy Zebra, Cody Zeeb from the NASCAR Gambling Podcast. Cody, I still sometimes open up my social media for the show and see death threats about your clip. Remind people of the clip, the premise, and I kind of walked you into it because it was the NASCAR guy versus the F1 guy. It was Ryan Hamilton versus
no, Cody. Let me try to guess. Was it Kyle Larson?
Kyle Larson, yes.
Okay, then it was Max Verstappen on the other side.
Yeah, Kyle Larson versus Max Verstappen. Cody gave a case, of course, repping NASCAR about how he could beat Max. And my God, if you want someone to tell you to drink bleach, go after an F1 guy. Who knew they had so many fans?
What was worse, Sean? That reaction or the reaction to you mistaking the Swiss soccer head coach for the Colombian soccer head coach?
That was pretty fun. That one I got community noted. And I was actually, the F1 people, you can't even engage with them because I would just write back like, yeah, you're wrong. NASCAR's better. And the thing would it would crash because you get so many angry replies.
It's a solved argument. That's why. Yeah. Like to the F1 fan, there is no argument.
And yes, mistaking
look
the
around.
Swiss coach. Yeah.
NASCAR Gambling Podcast, 850 episodes in.
Mm-hmm.
F1 game. R.I.P. We didn't even make it to 100.
That's fair.
Yeah, honestly, where were all these diehard fans? We tried getting a F1 show going, and it just there wasn't enough people getting into it.
My theory on F1, and while it's you can bet on it and all that good stuff, F1 NASCAR has this as well. All racing has this to some degree, but F1 is so dependent on the circus and the shenanigans and the soap opera that surrounds it that it really. I find that an F1 fan is not a sports fan. They might also be a sports fan, but an F1 fan at their core, it's closer to someone who's going to watch Love Island and get really into that.
Yeah, I talked to this couple at a Silver Lake party, and they were not sports fans, but they got an F1.
Oh yeah, because they're classy. It's above. It's above
the reality show thing, and then they got into it. But they're not. If they are listening to an F1 podcast, it probably is about the drama and behind the scenes. They're not betting on it. I don't know. Or maybe it's just
go look at tickets for an F1 event. Like, good luck. The regular person's not getting into there. NASCAR, on the other hand, their slogan for the year is hell yeah. So they're the common man's thing. Thing.
That's what we're talking about.
They lean into it, and that's where they. Now we still have a piece of the F1 Gambling Podcast tucked into the NASCAR Gambling Podcast.
Yeah, some bonus F1 episodes.
They get to talk about it, but we can still shit on it. But they are, in general, and you. This is how you know F1 isn't the same, because no one cares that F1. We were talking about this in the office today, but no one cares that F1 takes all the Saudi money.
Yeah,
no problems there. Oh, okay. Just gonna go over there and drive your fast car. Well, the cars are expensive. Someone's got to pay for them.
Exactly.
Tread lightly on topics like that.
We're here talking about who knows?
I love our Saudi
experience. Well, hey, if they we can be bought. So
the one day SGPN is the Saudi Gambling Podcast Network. Right?
Happily to accommodate sheiks if the check is big enough. So Kogoshi get back up the Brinks truck. Let's go.
Do you remember when we weren't we pitched doing content with a certain casino brand that we used to be aligned with, and they told us we wouldn't be able to do the content in the sports book because there were going to be some sheiks there that needed the space.
Like they go, we like you, but this guy who's playing like $100,000 baccarat hands needs the sports book. All right, we understand, but we're here talking all things New England Patriots. Kramer, we were not high on the Patriots last year. We both had the under on their 8.5 win total, and they shoved it down our throats. They 14-3, so they dominated the win total there, no problem. 11-5-1 ATS, went on a kind of surprise, shocked the world, I guess to some degree. There were a lot of people who saw it coming. The Vrabel dropped in there, instant culture shift from Gerard Mayo, Drake Maye taking the bump. I thought, and
I had him third in Coach of the Year.
Yeah, well, Rossini in the Coach of the Year voting, we may have to go back and investigate. I thought he would turn things around in New England. I didn't think it would be this quick where they were 14-3. They obviously win the AFC. They get destroyed in the Super Bowl. I was really pissed because I had a couple nice tickets on the Broncos to win the AFC. Lose a tough game.
Wasn't him.
Stiddy was not him. Sean Payton went for it on 4th down, but shout out to Maye. Nice bootleg there to ice the game. And I don't. Where are you, Cody? Because in some ways, I've heard Patriots fans say this. I don't know if they would admit to it on air, but in some ways, like winning that conference championship game almost it like took away from the season because they end up going to the Super Bowl. Not really a competitive game. Seattle takes care of them. If they lost in the conference championship game, in some ways it would be easier to be optimistic where it's like, hey, we're just going to build on what we did last year, but see what we saw in the Super Bowl. Maybe it takes you down a little peg. Historically, it's obviously super tough to come back after losing the Super Bowl. Last two teams that lose the Super Bowl, Chiefs 6-11 the following year, 49ers 6-11 the year before that. Eagles were 11-6. They lost in the wild card round in 2023. Since 1989, the 12 teams that lost the Super Bowl, 12 of them since 1989 failed to get to 500. Obviously, a much tougher schedule. Where are you at, Cody?
So
in some ways,
I think is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
In some ways, do you?
3 happened recently.
In some ways, yeah. In some ways, do you wish they didn't blow out the expectations last year?
As somebody who had a 40-1 ticket for them to win the AFC
Yeah, I guess you're not complaining.
I was pretty happy. Would have been nice for the 80-1 to cash in the Super Bowl, but that's okay. Obviously, losing the Super Bowl is tough. It was brutal, but just the fact, I mean, look around, right? You got Josh Allen, this god that we worship. He doesn't even know what a Super Bowl is. He doesn't even know they play games in February. And yet Drake Maye in his third season, second season, whatever it was, already been there. Now they've got the experience. I think it's a good thing overall. Obviously, you don't want to lose the Super Bowl, but now they've been there. They've experienced it. They know what it feels like. They've been through it all. If they can get back there in the next couple of years, it's not going to be easy. I'm not just going to say they're going to walk right through. Like, I don't have that. It's not like Tom Brady level expectations where they're in the Super Bowl or it's a disappointment. But I think that they're going to be a team that can get back there, and having that experience of being there now, I think could be huge.
Yeah. I mean, Eagles got there in year 2 of Jalen Hurts being a starter, lost a super competitive game against the Chiefs, and then took them 2 more years, got back and won it. It is just the year after losing the Super Bowl, I think, is really tough. And you said they've been through it all. I assume you're talking about their coach not being available for day 3 of the draft because he needed to go to pussy counseling, where apparently the Rossini thing, it feels like it's calmed down a little bit, but now where as a Pats fan, let's hear your take.
Well, I mean, clearly everybody was okay with it, right? Like, Rossini's still together with her husband, Vrabel's still with his wife. Like, obviously, when you get to certain levels, I think it's just an agreed upon thing. Like, they want you to be in the news about it. So that was probably, hurt some feelings. But yeah, we know how it is, right? You get certain leniences when you're certain people. And I don't think they cared that much. And we did all the stuff. We went to the counseling on day 3 of the draft. He was probably on the phone in the counseling, making the picks, and our dogs to camp, and we're good now.
Yeah, they did. He did. It's the equivalent of a human shield, a puppy shield, where he brings out a little puppy. He's got kids asking about the Taylor Swift wedding.
Yeah, how can you be mad about that? Taylor Swift and puppies? Like, come on, back to
football. It's gotta be a little bit distracting. Now, again, these are football players. They can power through anything. It
happened at the right time, though. Like, that comes out last week or something. Now we're into training camp, and it's all in the heart of it. Like, it's already gone through its cycle. It's already gone. Like, I think people forgot about it. I don't think it's, happening at that point.
Aaron Rodgers didn't forget about it. If you saw the Pat McAfee show today, he brought it up. But to your point, Cody, yes. I mean, if you remember when it was first happening, they're like, is he going to have to step down? Is he going to be their coach week 1? Which I thought was crazy. Even as I was annoyed by it, because the AJ Brown connection and her reporting on it, her helping to drive a wedge between the team and maybe impacting the trade to some degree. I found that annoying.
Not the $15,000 she took out of my pocket.
Yes, and Kramer, Liam Cohen, Coach of the Year. Obviously,
I feel you there. I did have
release
Liam Cohen.
Yeah, release the votes, Rossini.
I would say here, I think there's a number of things. One, I think the ultimate proof that the nefarious party behind the photos in the first place had nothing to do with Mike Vrabel is exactly what Cody said. The timing was the perfect timing for it to not matter for eventually for the football coach. You want to screw them up, you release this about 2 weeks from now.
Good point.
On draft night, you put out the
don't even fuck draft night.
I'm saying like the Tunsil thing, right? Like, when it's going to hurt him the most during the draft, that's when you release the video of him doing the bong. So it's the same thing. Like, if you wanted it to hurt Vrabel, you wouldn't have done it at the beginning of the offseason when it's already going to be blown over by now.
And obviously the person who's been hurt the most with this is Diana Rossini, who will probably never get to, like, unlikely she ever has her career back. And if she does, it's not in the same form it was before.
Yeah. Now, although she still has a chance to tell her story, and maybe, her doing like a tell-all book, her releasing like a tell-all podcast,
her getting exposure. Yes. But she's no longer going to ever be seen as a reputable NFL insider or whatever bullshit that her and Rappaport get off on. I think the other, if we're dissecting the off season and why there may be some distraction and maybe helping to explain why people might really loathe Mike Vrabel and his odds to win the coach of the year for a number of reasons are astronomical for good reason. These photos show a completely innocent interaction and any suggestion otherwise is laughable. This doesn't deserve any further response. Now, dumb football guy now going to war with the wrong part of the media, the zesty motherfuckers who follow people around and sell pictures to TMZ and Page 6. Diana Rossini then also commented, again, she's the one who really got hurt here, but her comments, the photos don't represent the group of 6 people who were hanging out during the day. Hey, like most journalists in the NFL, reporters interact with sources away from the stadiums and other venues.
Into the hands. That
I
was
think she's saying there's other people out there doing the same thing.
Yeah. Adam Schefter was there. Maybe a wobbly H situation. The thing that
that's an interesting theory. The thing, Shefty's in the middle or he's part of the H.
Well, I think logistically, I think he's part of the tower, but who knows?
Yeah, they make synthetics.
Maybe they rotate.
Rossini strikes me as the kind of chick that might, take Schefter in the ass from time to time.
Yeah, Schefter.
She's open-minded. The thing, it just shows you whatever it is, cheating, any sort of make a mistake at work. If you're caught, if it comes up, if it's a thing, just go, hey, my bad. And then you can move on instead of lying and saying, you don't know, you're crazy for even asking about that. If you get in trouble, just say, own it, and then apologize and move on. Instead, they fought
like back to the basics of what your parents or what you tell your kids, right? Is like, don't lie to me the first time. Tell me the truth right away. I mean,
yeah.
But most people don't realize that until it happens. And I think, and Vrabel demonstrated in his actions exactly what would make him very mad if a player did the same thing. And I think you combine that with the micro of there being some things that had happened earlier that off season that, what did they say? Created a negative light on the team and they didn't want that, right? We have to focus on the team. And so I think it's foolish to not say, well, maybe this did impact Vrabel's ability to lead men on some level.
Yeah.
I also think when you work for an owner who obviously has a little experience with crisis management for one reason or another, and you come out like a complete fucking buffoon. I get it. You're having adoption day on the first day of camp. The dog thing is that if I'm Vrabel, I say no. If you're a man, you say no, I'm not fucking doing this. Like I already made an ass of myself. I already went to fucking pussy camp instead of the draft. All the coaches are making fun of me because I'm not getting laid and I can't have my side piece anymore.
Yeah. Will that cause a distraction? How we would imagine.
What do you mean? He's a fucking former linebacker. All he thinks about is his next prey. Whether that's eating, sexual, or whatever. And so, this is obviously going to get in the way of winning football games.
Maybe he's already figured that part out. You don't know.
True. We are not.
I'm guessing that one day of therapy during the second round of the draft
didn't fix it.
Didn't cut it. And so, just in closing, I think this was already a team that was lined up for comical regression.
Yeah.
It was also a coaching. I think in general, a lot, not my words, a lot of sharp minds would say Vrabel kind of lucked into this. Some of that due to the regression, the easy schedule, things working out. He is a maximizer of talent. He is going to level things up, but it happened very fast. Right before the year, we were saying this roster is trash. They somehow put it all together, or they had a very fortunate run led by their all-world second-year quarterback having a season where everything clicked and they got it done. And the defense worked. And I think I'm going to say this, like the Rossini thing is not over. Why would it be? That's the other thing.
It could honestly, her the thing that can reopen it is her telling her side of the story, which maybe she is waiting on a moment. Like, I mean, you want to create a distraction, drop your tell all podcast, Tuesday night before the season starts. I think we're going to hear from Rossini at some point. That would be my
coach.
prediction.
You said no pussy on Friday, Saturday before games.
Going back to the schedule, and it was a historically easy schedule. There have been 830 teams since 2000. No team has played an easier schedule of opponents since 2000 than the 2025 Patriots. Now they play a tougher schedule, obviously, but it's not incredibly hard. 12th easiest based off of win total. They were 2-0 in field goal games, 7-3 in one score games. So it does seem like, historically they're set up for some regression here. Obviously the big free agency or, the trade news, they bring in AJ Brown, they lose Stephon Diggs. I think AJ Brown he can easily match the Stephon Diggs production. So I don't think they're losing and probably will end up exceeding it.
I think he's an upgrade.
Yeah. That being said, he was kind of on the decline there in Philly. I don't know if he's gonna.
Wow, was that? Was that an AJ Brown problem or was that a Philly problem, Kramer?
Could have been the quarterback, right? Is that what you're saying, Cody?
We'll see. We'll see, Cody.
He does have a quarterback now that will throw the ball over the middle. That is one thing.
We'll see. We'll see. And honestly, the biggest thing, a part of it now. Obviously Drake Maye looked pretty bad in the playoffs. I mean, they got to the Super Bowl, but he didn't look particularly great doing it. Part of it was
that's actually
the offensive
thing that excites me the most is he played like total shit in the playoffs and they still made it to the Super Bowl against three of the toughest defenses in the league. Like everybody's like, oh, easy schedule. First of all, you play who you play, right? You play who's on the schedule. There are other NFL teams like, people lost to bad teams as well. Like the Browns had 3 wins and the Raiders had how many? The Raiders actually beat the Patriots. So it's the NFL. Anybody can win. But then you get to the playoffs and it was tough defense. I mean, that Houston Texans defense. Oh my God. That
very good.
Is so good. But the Chargers were great. The Broncos had a great defense. They go through the weather, everything. Obviously the Seattle defense was a bit of a problem, but the season that he had when he should have won MVP if we didn't have to gift one to the old man in Los Angeles. But putting all that together and still not playing the best, but still finding ways to win makes me feel even better about if he can step up his game and match the defense and what they did, what they would be able to accomplish.
But I think there is a real question at the offensive line, in particular, Will Campbell. What do you make of Will Campbell? Are you just writing it off as he the leg injury cost him his power and then he wasn't able to play? Because it did seem like the playoffs are really where things got going. Is that the spin as a Pats fan?
Well, I'm really hoping that they just eventually realize their mistake and slide him into guard. And maybe we don't wait the full season to do that, because I just don't think, and I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think he's cut out to be the left tackle. Like I think he's a really good lineman, and I think if you slide him in on the offensive line where he belongs with his T-Rex arms, that's probably where you're going to find the best spot for him. But that certainly does concern me, because I don't know that that's going to get better. Now, hopefully it was injury related. He's healed up and he's ready to go, but I am concerned that they didn't decide to address that really in the offseason.
What's your thoughts overall on the defense? They bring in Kevin Byard, the safety. That seemed to be a nice boost for them. Where are you at with the defense?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the defense was pretty solid last year. I mean, you saw what they did in the playoffs. Sure, Justin Herbert and CJ Stroud didn't look that good, but maybe that was because they played the Patriots defense, right? And I think that was certainly part of it. Vrabel's a defensive guy. I think he does have a good handle on the team. So I'm pretty excited for what the defense has done. They lost a few guys, but nothing huge. Brought in guys to replace those types of guys. And so I think it's kind of one guy in, one guy out, and they should be a strong defense again.
I do think Treveyon, we've been discussing a little bit on some of the fantasy stuff. Treveyon Henderson, I do think, is set up for a decent year too here.
That's when we get to my best bets at the end, he is the best bet.
Him having a nice season, I could see it. Just and we'll walk through the schedule here in a second. I think they're going to regress, but how much? I still think.
Well, they were
May,
14-3. Like,
yeah, it's not.
Of course, they're going to
science.
regress. Like, yeah.
Well, and
they're not
so
going to be 14-3 again. So yes,
that's fair. But I think they do have a decent high floor with, like a respectable floor with Vrabel and with Drake May. Kramer, where are you at overall? We believe they're going to regress. It's how much are they going to regress?
I think the reason they have. All right, so we know defenses tend to have a little bit more variance than offenses. So I'm actually going to give Josh McDaniels the compliment. I think that the offense will be serviceable, even if the offensive line could be a complete disaster. And we're not relying on Elijah Vera Tucker. I just think there's that could be the floor falling out. But with McDaniels, I think the and Drake May, who obviously looks like he's going to be a dude. I think the offense will be like. I actually think this is a team that it's the defense. If the defense regresses or swings back a little bit towards mediocre to maybe below average, then they become a team that's in a lot of shootouts, and then that's how the bad regression happens. Offensive line falls apart. They can't keep up in these 30+ kind of games, and that's the story. So I would be the longer tail on them being bad for me is that the defense, because Vrabel has all these distractions, takes a step back. They lost some players, as Cody mentioned, and they're coming off a season where the defense, they're smelling themselves a little bit. So again, can they keep up that level? Already Kraft is getting ahead of the Christian Gonzalez.
You look at the
problem.
quarterbacks they faced. To Cody's point, they did play good in the playoffs. The defense, with the exception of and even in the Super Bowl, the defense wasn't the main issue. Christian Gonzalez, obviously huge there, all pro cornerback there.
He
but
might be the best corner in the league. Like,
Quinyon Mitchell would disagree, but yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Who?
Quinyon Mitchell. You're gonna know his name, Cody.
Oh,
he wasn't
gonna know his. Well, I already know Christian Gonzalez.
Oh wow!
So.
If he's playing,
Quinyon Mitchell.
No, Christian Gonzalez.
No. Yes,
you're getting very sensitive over there, Sean.
So defensive, Sean.
No, I'm just
that was
Eagles have a very good cornerback room. I'm saying Christian Gonzalez very good, but if you look at like the string of quarterbacks the defense faced in the regular season, it's pretty comical. And certainly they're going to face some better quarterbacks coming up. All right, let's get into the schedule before we do. Shout out to our buddies over on Underdog. Love me some Underdog, of course. Best Ball Mania, 15 million in prizes up for grabs, including $2 million to first place. Underdog is available in a bunch of states, so you can do the best ball drafts or spreads, money lines, totals, parlays. So much action over on Underdog. Play $5, get $50 in bonus funds. Cody, who's your most drafted Patriot in Best Ball Mania?
Drake May.
Drake May.
Easily.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah, Drake May.
I've been there before.
Now you stack. Oh yeah, Kramer famously
Daniel Jones
had 65%.
No, it was like 58%.
And who is it? That best ball nerd was like, is that a real number?
Yeah, we're fast friends, me and Justin Herzig.
So Underdog, super fun. Get in, play $5, get $50 in bonus funds. Only when you use the code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi, of course, spreads, money line, totals, futures. There's just so much great action over on Kalshi. Trade $25 and get up to $500. T's and C's do apply. Use that code SGPN to get started. I've been. It's super fun for some of the starting quarterback market has been the week one quarterback market, which obviously they don't have one going here for the Patriots, but the Shador Deshaun Watson market has been electric over on Kalshi. Right now, I think, we got Shador is back in the lead, but it's pretty close to 50-50. So if you think Shador has this, you can trade him. You can trade Deshaun Watson, even a little Dylan Gabriel. But very fun to watch the training camp reports and then watch the week one starting quarterback markets go all over the place. Great thing about Kalshi, available in a bunch of states. And again, trade $25, get up to $500. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN. Kramer, what are the odds for the 2026 New England Patriots?
CJ,
if I might, real quick.
Go ahead, Cody.
On the Kalshi thing,
You got something cooking?
Motorsports on Kalshi. A ton of fun. So last week NASCAR had the week off, so we did a bunch of futures update shows, and actually in our F1 updates futures update show, we put in the second half of the episode is us talking about Kalshi and how to trade on it and all that stuff. We obviously focus on motorsports, but if you're interested, go check out the NASCAR Gambling Podcast, where and if you're wanting, you can use it in football as well. But we've had a ton of success on Kalshi trading, especially in the Discord. The NASCAR channel is always hopping during the races. The live markets for that, incredible. So, and just to, you can buy, at a traditional sports book, you can bet a top 10 finish. Well, here you can buy a no top 10 finish or a no top 20 finish. That's where I've really been cashing in lately on one driver. But it's a ton of fun. So just
perfect for motorsports, and it means something coming from Cody. Trust me, if he hated a sponsor, he would let me know. So that means he.
I've told
Scouchy.
Sean before.
No, fuck this. This guy sucked. They never post the NASCAR line soon enough.
Cody doesn't tell any lies.
All right, Cody.
Cody doesn't tell any
sometimes
lies.
I maybe should hold back more than I do, but
hey, we appreciate recognize the passion and just.
And then I did catch your comment on the quarterbacks before you jumped into the break there. Who should they beat? Josh Allen on the road, Justin Herbert, CJ Stroud. Well, because they beat all those guys last year.
You flippantly said they didn't play.
Yeah, I mean, I can bring up some of the
duds. But they also played the guys they played that were good. They beat. So
I think both things.
Justin Herbert in the playoffs, not good.
Here's what how I would say I would finish this debate. I think they did finish with 1.3 wins
real
less.
Quick. Quinn Ewers, Brady Cook, Tyler Huntley, Jackson Dart, Sean. Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward,
Jackson Dart,
Spencer Rattler.
How dare you. In fairness, that was when
Brian Dable Jackson Dart.
That was the
whoever commented earlier about Jackson Dart being brought up. Look at that. Sean brought up Jackson Dart.
Again, Sean has
that
his
cash
eyes
is
on
at like
100
to 1. Sean to bring up Jackson Dart.
Cody, Sean's been very interested in the Giants this offseason.
I have been listening to the episodes and I've noticed.
It's interesting. It's different. It's very different. 10.5 wins. So this is one of the win totals, Sean, that has moved since we started doing the team previews. Started at 9.5. It's now at 10.5. Minus 140 to the under though. Plus 115 to the over. So you can get a nice price if you want to play the over. Make is minus 225. Miss is plus 184. Division plus 120. Conference plus 760 and Super Bowl 16-1. We once learned that hangovers are cured by the water in Kansas City. Now they used to be cured potentially by the water in New England way back when, but it seems as though old Bill Belichick's moved down to Chapel Hill, and I don't know what the water's doing down there. Seems like
shout out to our boy Lombardi.
Seems like Lombardi is in
he's in hot water.
No, what do you mean? He's still getting paid.
It's true.
He was told to go home. We're going to keep paying you. Sounds like a horrible
dream gig.
And the entire
world.
Hate
it when these legends go somewhere to die and just do it horribly publicly, and it's like,
it's not been
stepped away. Maybe at some point.
You're tarnishing your legacy.
Well, in fairness, Belichick can win that first game, and I guess it won't really matter. All right, can the Patriots overcome? The nice thing I was going to say was that their Pythag was 12.7 last year, which is good for second best in the league, but it was 1.3 games less than what they had, which is kind of a big number. I know we all understand what outliers are. Like you already discussed, the strength of schedule much more difficult this year, certainly in the top half. They do have a decent rest situation. They are favored 9 times, which is less than 10.5. They do lose a road game to a neutral game. So 8 home games, 8 road, and 6 standalone games. Sean, get to watch a lot of Drake Maye this year and a lot of Vrabel, which means a lot of Vrabel doing media with the announcers. Might not have to talk to Tony Romo, but I wonder if he'll answer any questions. I didn't see Tony Romo losing his job this offseason.
How do you lose your job for that? Like what? Come on.
Because
of all the things
CBS wants to get
firing
out of the
people
contract.
Yeah, it was a dream. Listen,
He's so good.
Tony Romo had him over the barrel when it came for contract negotiations early on. Everyone loved him. Romo, you're the greatest, and he really, took him for every dollar they
Now
could.
We get
30
JJ
mil?
Watt though, like
Created some resentment. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a
Shouldn't
huge.
they have put
JJ
Greg
Watt
Olson
guy.
back in that? Isn't Greg Olson the one who got kicked out of that? Or no, that's a
Well,
Fox
he's a Fox
That's
guy,
a
but I
Fox guy.
agree. Greg Olson's my favorite of the bunch.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Jersey guy. All right, first 4 at Seattle. This is a tough start here now at Seattle. Last time they saw Seattle was skull fucking them in the Super Bowl. Week 2, Pittsburgh comes to town. Aaron Rodgers, pretty good quarterback. Pretty good with the opinions too. At Jacksonville, at Buffalo. My God, this is a start. Is Vrabel being punished here? When did the schedule come out? Was it pre or post?
This is a good promo for wait on their futures and buy them after week 4.
100% agree with that. I mean, is there a locked up win of the bunch here? The home game? You'll give them the home game.
you like
Pittsburgh
their
is
chances
certainly the one that you're circling of those, I think.
Sean and I are kind of high on the Steelers.
Yeah.
I did. I was a bit surprised by that episode.
I obviously it's tough because Rodgers could fall off the cliff there, but his arm strength still looks pretty good, and the roster's still pretty good, and Mike McCarthy gives you a decently high ceiling. As far as the road games, I mean, those are like the 3, some of the 3 incredibly tough road spots. You get at Seattle, teams their first game after winning the Super Bowl, very good straight up, very good ATS. Now,
raising the
rarely do you see it in an instant revenge situation. That's the outlier there.
And
obviously,
like Sam Darnold, I get that he got to the top of the mountain, but do we think he's going to stay at the top of the mountain? Like it's Sam Darnold.
But I mean, that defense looked pretty good against the Pats offense.
Like the Eagles have been through this before. Didn't they lose their offensive coordinator who was a genius? And like, seems to not go well for those teams.
But you win, but they usually do well that first game. I'm with you as far as the Seattle for the whole season, but usually raising the banner is good for the home Super Bowl defending champ. But again, it's rare that you play the team you just played in the Super Bowl. I can't think of it's an outlier, certainly.
The NFL is just changing the game,
but also too
schedule.
Yeah, they beat Patriots on a neutral. Now they're back at home where they do have a legit home edge. I think that place is going to be insane noise wise. That's going to be a tough road spot. Pittsburgh at home, that's obviously winnable. And then at Jacksonville early on in the summer heat, we've seen the heat and the humidity. We've seen this Pats team struggle in Florida previously on the road in the heat.
Is there humidity in Buffalo too?
Kind of. They got those big ass.
I know we got to Carolina.
Buffalo is less of it. Buffalo is less. I'm sure there's some humidity, but that is just a Bills at home handicap. I think they go 2-2 here in this 4-game stretch. You have 3 incredibly tough road games, and I think if you're a Pats fan, you're almost happy if you get out of this 2-2. So I think 2-2 is not even me being super down on them. But Kramer, what are you doing here? First 4,
1-3,
1-3. Okay,
come on.
I'll agree with you, Sean. I think 2-2. I think
it's a tough.
The Pittsburgh game, I think they should win, and then Seattle or Jacksonville, I think they'll get one of those. I mean, I think they could go 3-1 here. I'm going to give Buffalo the win on the road. Buffalo's obviously a really good regular season team. New England beat them in Buffalo last year. It's their new stadium. That's probably not going to happen this year. So, give it 2 as well.
2-2. Cody and I. Kramer 1-3. What's the win? Steelers or Jags?
Yeah. Bill, this is the 3rd straight home game for the Bills in that stadium. Worth noting. Detroit, Chargers, and then the Patriots.
Ooh, it's a tough opening for their
little bit.
Right. I like this box a lot better.
Gets a little easier.
Next 4, you have Kirk Cousins and the very spunky Raiders. Then you have the Jets. I mean, Gino going to be straight up YOLO all year. at Chicago, at Miami, some tricky road spots. It is humid in Miami this time of year, right? The Chicago game is a Thursday night game. So the Miami game is probably one that I may have to concede, but it's a division game down in South Beach. Vrabel could be there's exclusive resorts in Miami that could be a rendezvous.
Group of friends
go
get
out
together.
I was just thinking he goes, just cat. Yeah, listen, friends normally rent a cigarette boat, go out to international waters to have some alone time together. It's totally normal.
And that Raiders game is a revenge game for the Pats, if you remember, and just shows you how week 1, how crazy things are. They lost at home to the Raiders last year to start the season.
I had a Patriots to start the season 5-0 ticket.
Oh,
that
no.
was solid. They lose that game, and then they beat the one bet was like, oh, they got to beat Buffalo on the road. That's going to be the one game that trips you up, and they won that game, but they lost to Las Vegas. Just
crazy.
I didn't announce it during the first quadrant, Sean, but I will be fully chopping here.
Great.
Oh.
Actually, I need to verify I chopped the Dolphins on the first episode. I believe I did. Yeah, I did. I do like
Jets?
the Raiders.
You're talking about the Jets?
Yeah,
I get the Dolphins, but
yeah,
they're
beating the Jets.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm chopping. They'll lose the home game. They are going to win this game though. I'll have the. You know what? We'll go 2-2 here.
2-2. 2-2. Ah, man. I don't think they lose both road games. I like their chances at home.
Chicago on Thursday night. Come on.
Okay. All right. I'll go 2-2. Kramer, you talked me into it. Those road games are going to be tough. I'm higher than market on the Dolphins. Got to believe in my Dolphins.
Cody, we might need to redo Miami episodes so you can have them go like 15-2 or something.
I think that would be a good bit, is to pick a handful of teams that you redo the entire episode and change your mind on everything.
The Dolphins to win the AFC East, I will have a paper ticket. $10. It's 100 to 1. That's insane for a division.
I thought about 4-0 here, but I'll go 3-1. I think that either the Chicago or Miami game, probably drop that. Maybe you're splitting with Miami. Chicago certainly will be a tough opponent. So Vegas, Jets, not worried about those, especially at home. But I'll go 3-1.
Okay, so Cody 5-3. I'm 4-4. Kramer 3-5.
3-5. Really, I feel like I'm being nice to him. Next 4, Green Bay at home. That's a win. Then you have they're traveling to Germany to take on the Lions, who we did the research last year. Both teams very popular in Germany. But Tom Brady
is Italian, right? Not German.
Yeah. Yeah. The Patriots are a big team in Germany because of Tom Brady and his trips over there. At the Chargers and then Buffalo at home. I mentioned I was chopping the division, so this is there are winnable games here. I got 2 winnable games. They win the Germany game, or is Vrabel distracted? A lot of schnitzel over there.
A lot of interesting clubs in Detroit.
Oh my!
Sorry, in Germany and Detroit,
and Detroit.
For different reasons.
That sounds like a Patreon episode there. Sean.
Yeah, it's
Google glass bottom boat.
Well, yeah, it's the third. It's
Dictionary.
the third Beverly Hills Cop. He goes to Germany.
So what are you doing 2-2 here, Kramer?
I feel like 2-2 would be a little bit aggressive, and I like it.
2-2.
2-2.
Cody, what are you doing?
Yeah,
3-1.
I think I'm going 3-1 here. I think that Buffalo at home certainly could be winnable. I really like the Chargers this year, but that's I think winnable. I think they're all winnable games, and they're going to drop one of them. Probably the Chargers game, maybe the Detroit game. So give me 3-1.
There will be a lot of what week is that? Is that yeah? There's going to be a lot of Patriots fans at a Chargers game. Worth noting.
Yeah, I'll go 2-2. I'm just a little skeptical of this team.
A little hangover.
A little bit.
A little hangover.
Now they got some nice spots here late.
Winnable games late. Week. All right. So we then jump ahead. So again, we didn't comment on the week 11 bye, but it's they're taking the bye after the international games.
Kramer loves
Sean
that.
Thinks they're idiots. I wonder if they're doing the right thing.
The Eagles are not taking the bye after the international game. The Eagles are one of the more analytical organizations. So I would trust their front office decision when it comes to schedule.
I have no doubt that the Eagles think they're making the sharp decision. Yeah. I'm just saying that all of this is based on a collection of studies done by international like Olympic programs and other shit. And I don't think there's enough sample because the opinion is still split. And so I think that anytime you have a split decision on something,
I'll trust the Eagles organization on it.
Yeah, that's you can trust
Patriots,
the Eagles organization.
Super Bowls, so I probably
and you can trust
a little more than the Eagles organization.
You can trust them and still not be right.
Is Tom Brady on this team, Cody?
We don't need Tom Brady anymore. We got Drake Maye.
Well, he doesn't need you guys. Where are Pats fans with Tom Brady? I feel like there's
he's the GOAT. We love Tom Brady. He can,
but I feel like he doesn't love the Patriots. He's
on to his
heard
second
about
marriage.
Something.
He's a little bitter, but he still gave us a lot of good times that we remember, and we're never.
Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't like see himself as a Patriot.
But now he's wrestling one of the Paul brothers in Saudi Arabia.
That's
for
kind of
WWE.
You want to talk about
a little
legacies.
desperate for attention, maybe, but
little odd.
It happens.
Well, you know why? You know what this is about.
What?
Tom Brady loves young pussy.
Well,
that's what this is.
It could be, but I feel like he can do all right. He is, but Tom Brady, and he has millions of dollars.
Totally valid point. But
he has a fake face, fake hair. He looks good.
Tom Brady, the football announcer, and Tom Brady, the quarterback, is whatever. Tom Brady, the WWE star, that's relevant.
Yeah,
that's what he sees.
All right, Kramer, last five, very winnable.
Minnesota
games.
At Kansas City, at the Jets. Denver at home, Miami at home. The Kansas City game is a Monday nighter. Got to imagine Mahomes, if and when the Chiefs have a mediocre season this year or a middling season.
Showtime, Mahomes.
They are one of the teams that I kind of like to crescendo at the end of the year and have a couple spots.
I was wondering
maybe.
if they were ready to shut things down by this point since they're out of the playoff race, but
no, because well,
Justin Fields.
No, because I think this like Mahomes coming back from the injury, building towards. So I could see this either way. I like the Chiefs at home on Monday night. That's you're not fading the Chiefs in a Arrowhead. They and per the projected spread. It's going to be less than a field goal, so that feels like an auto bet. Anyway, I mean, this is you got 3 home games that I one's a Denver revenge game. Sean Payton has to kill him. He lost to that idiot Mike Vrabel, which you wouldn't want to look into Sean Payton and his habits, but not quite going to exclusive resorts.
I mean, Mike Vrabel's never been suspended for an entire season, so
it's true.
That, but
yeah, he's never been. I mean,
wait till Rossini tells her side of the story.
Well, the FBI's never looked into Mike Vrabel.
Well, they might at some point. I think this is. I think the KC and Broncos game very losable for the Pats here. 3-2 to close things out. They're not going to lose to the Jets.
Really?
Miami and Minnesota, they can probably beat here at home. So yeah, I got them 3-2 in the last 5. Kramer, what are you doing?
I mean, I think one thing worth noting is that we did see Drake Maye get absolutely taken. You know, once the tape got shown, good defensive coordinators did have some positive efforts. They could lose that. Brian Flores doing some damage. I just hate that it's a road game. I'll be generous and say 3-2.
3-2 for Kramer.
I'll be generous and say 3-2. Where did I end up, Sean?
You got him going 8-9.
Oh, it feels perfect.
I got him 9-8.
Nice,
Cody.
Work.
Last 5 games for your New England Patriots. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll go 3-2 here as well. Minnesota, I do think is going to be a pretty solid team. So a little bit scary at home. I think that'll be good. Kyler Murray, we're getting in late into the season there.
Yeah.
If it's not Kyler Murray, it's 9. That's less scary.
What if it's Wentz? That's scarier. Right?
That actually is the most scary option. No, I do love Kyler. Actually, I think Kyler is going to like rebirth himself there. But again, this late in the season in the snow or whatever in Foxborough could be interesting. But Kansas City, I do think
it is funny. Well, Kyler is
at this point.
He is small enough to actually rebirth himself.
I'm picturing Ace Ventura coming out of
the Rhino.
Coming out of the Rhino.
Ryan, remember we were trying to bid on the Rhino?
We did.
Well,
try
it's got
to
be like out of a Viking or something, right? I mean, he's
that's
himself as a Viking.
Viking
he
ship.
comes out with the Viking horn things.
Some sort of
him with a little Viking outfit would be great.
Sort of pagan god ritual.
Okay, so Cody's got him going 11-6. I'm 9-8. Kramer's
sacrificing Kyler Murray.
A Viking funeral for Kyler would be a great way to go.
Would a Viking fan sacrifice Kyler Murray to win a Super Bowl?
Oh, 100%.
Let us know in the comments.
Like
I think
that
they would sacrifice anything to win a Super Bowl.
100%. All right, let's talk about best bets for the Patriots before we do. Shout out to the Circa. Giving away $30 million in guaranteed prizes. Are you kidding me? Circa Survivor, very fun, $20 million guaranteed. Cody, if you were playing Survivor here, when would you use the Pats? What is your week to use the Patriots?
Well, Sean, over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com, one of my 8 million NFL futures articles that I have over there, I did do a Survivor map. This was back right after the schedule release, so I got to go back and reference that, and certainly we can update it. I know you guys have your Survivor map episode coming up soon as well, but yeah, I think there was plenty of spots on that schedule that you take one of those home games, non-divisional, play it safe, but even the Raiders early on in the season, I think would be a good week to burn them.
Yeah, not a bad idea there. They will, I imagine, get the revenge against the Raiders. Circa Survivor, get in. What are you waiting for? Circa Million, picking 5 teams against the spread every week. Love the contest. Come hang out with us. Contest weekend, August 27th through the 29th. We're going to be out there hanging out, drinking cocktails. It's a great time. SGP 15, get your 15% off your hotel stay. And of course, if you're playing in the contest, you need a proxy. Go to footballcontest.com. Use that promo code SGPN for $50 off your proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig means reduced juice. You got an odds screen in front of you. Look at it right now. I bet you Novig has some of the best prices available. If you're not using Novig, you're missing out. 100% purchase match up to $25. Only when you use that promo code SGPN. That's Novig, promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. Kramer, let's slide it over to Cody. Cody, what is your best bets here for your New England Patriots?
Yeah, well, mentioned it earlier. Well, I guess we could start with the team bets first. Obviously, going with the over 10.5 wins, you get that at plus 115. There is still some 9.5s out there in the wild. Obviously, pretty well juiced up, but looking for a parlay piece. I think that's a nice, solid piece. I think I was fairly conservative in the schedule there, so could be a few more wins. They'll regress from 14, sure, but can still hit the over here pretty easily. 20-1 to win the Super Bowl is hanging around out there. So again, shop around. We always preach that on the NASCAR Gambling Podcast. Division, I don't really like betting them to win the division, to be completely honest with you. The Buffalo Bills are a very, very good regular season team. Now, they suck in the playoffs. They wouldn't know how to win if it hit them upside the head. Adam Pelletier will tell you all about that, I'm sure, in the Buffalo preview. But yeah, I do like them for the you got to throw some on the Super Bowl. And over 10.5 wins, I love for the team bets.
Smash it. What do you prop wise? You said you got a Treveyon play.
Yeah, Treveyon Henderson. You can get him over 675.5 rushing yards. What I think is most interesting about this is the books have Stevenson's number set at 624.5. So they are already setting Henderson's number higher than Stevenson's because they know. I think at some point, very early, Henderson takes over that job. Now I think it'll still be, a two-headed monster. Maybe you look at somewhere like the Lions, right, where Gibbs comes in, it's Montgomery's backfield. Well, eventually the talent of Gibbs wins out and he's the star, but you get Sonic and Knuckles there. I think that these two guys could play a similar role, but Henderson will be the guy. He had 911 rushing yards last season and was really the backup to Stevenson, except the 3 games where he got the start because Stevenson was out and he kicked everybody's ass. So, yeah, I love that. That's my favorite player prop. Drake Maye, you can get him over 375.5 rushing yards. Love that. He's hit that in both seasons. I think they're going to continue to use his feet. Some of these quarterbacks run and get concerned about it. He's extremely smart. He's got a good head on his shoulders. And he gets down, gets out of the way, not going to end up in the tent like Jackson Dart all the time. Can also get him 10-1 to avenge his MVP that he should have won last year.
Okay, so
my quarterback's a pussy.
What's
Yay, nice slide.
You said it, Kramer. I mean, those are your words.
What's the Treveyon number again, Cody?
675.5. You can find that over on the score, Sean.
Great.
Well, let me one up you.
Okay.
Because you mentioned he had over 900 last year. I think he's the kind of guy, Sean, we play a ceiling outcome for.
Yes.
We discussed how he's
little
a very
car lift bet here. Oh,
yeah. I recently got down on this. His 1,000 yards is plus 340.
Yeah. Smash it.
Love it. Yeah.
And to me, it's the one thing on this team that the same with fantasy. Like it's a very easy player. We took him in our pros versus Joe's best ball team a couple nights ago that we drafted with FFPC. I'll be curious to know what his price for most yards in the division will be with Achan and Cook. I think we might be able to get a nice price.
Lead the league. Is that too crazy, Kramer?
No. I mean, I don't have
He's got lead the league talent. Like he is that. He's got that potential. Whether they use him that way, whether he gets the work, but if the numbers right,
I mean, it's 100 to 1.
Yeah. 100 to 1 for rushing yards.
100 to 1. Yeah. Absolutely.
So yes, I do like Treveyon Henderson.
So should we take a piece? 100 to 1.
I'll do the over 675.5 as your base of the car lift. Then I'm going to get the air compressor, start jacking it up. Over 1,000 yards plus 340. Henderson lead league at 100 to 1. Yeah, I do want a piece of that. And also I'm obviously going to be on the under 10.5 wins. AJ Brown under 1124.5 receiving yards. Not gonna get it.
Note that we are on. I think I'd rather. I mean, I like the lead the league. It's 100 to 1. That's ridiculous. That feels like a paper ticket.
Yeah.
But the division price is probably going to be something in the legitimately. I mean, what's a price you're taking for him to beat Breece Hall, Cook, and
I don't know. That's the thing. We'll see when the division.
Is he going to be 8-10 to 1 in that market?
Honestly, if he's beating those guys,
Cook is just. You got to get a decent number, I think, because Cook's all by himself. He's just going to run, and they run the ball a lot.
That's the thing. Honestly, Kramer, like I'm only playing lead the league. I'm not playing division because if he beats Breece Hall, James Cook,
you got a
and
10x price.
Achan, then that means you're having a hell of a year. So I'd rather just play the total ceiling.
Yeah. Go for the shoot for the moon. I like it.
And Rhamondre, they still use him in the passing game a little bit. First touchdown guy. I was trying to get cute here. I do always love Matt Collins, but I think I'll just go Drake Maye. As chalky as it is, I think you're still going to be getting a decent price for him in the first touchdown market there. Kramer. So I got you.
Well, hold on. One last thing on the Treveyon Henderson. Do we also? I guess if you can find a longer price for offensive player of the year, would you play that?
No.
In addition to most rushing yards. He's also the player that Vrabel scolded after then living a scandalous life.
Yeah, I don't know.
Narrative.
The rushing yard 100 to 1's fine for me. So Kramer, what do you got? A first touchdown play? Any other? Also, what is last winless? I know I got him here at 9-8, but that schedule does start off pretty tough.
Well, they do have Pittsburgh there.
Yeah, which they should. Let's say they lose to Pittsburgh, and they somehow start 0-4. I guess that's probably not enough to cash it. I'm getting too crazy because then they have they have the Raiders and the Jets.
80 to 1.
Yeah, it's probably 0-4.
The schedule softens up pretty quick.
Yeah, the back-to-back Jets and Raiders, they're not going to cash that. Kramer, what other plays do you have here for the Patriots?
I have a first touchdown guy. If you
who do you got for first touchdown, Cody?
Let's see if he steals mine.
A fullback, Reggie Gilliam.
They
gave him a 3-year contract from the Buffalo Bills to a fullback. Hell yes, sign me up for some first touchdowns.
I chased Reggie Gilliam when he was on the Bills, so I'll happily add that to the list. Sorry, Kramer, what about you?
I should have known you would have been. I know you're a fullback guy.
I'll tell you right now. Week 4, I'm gonna have a card for every primetime game as usual. But week 4, New England plays Buffalo. I'll tell you right now, Veasan, the first touchdown on the TD bar that week will be Reggie Gilliam.
Love it.
He's my guy. I don't mind you playing Drake Maye either. I think you're going to get a just fine price on him. And then, I think Mac Hollins is still on this team. Write his name down, Sean. What are you doing?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I'll put Mac in there as well.
You saw him looking zesty as I mean, look. Oh, if you didn't know that he was a caveman, you might think he was like the WNBA team in the area's new center. I just don't understand.
Very quirky gentleman.
Yes, he is just so interesting, but he's a baller.
Obviously owns snakes, as you would guess. He also does a bunch of like home repair videos. It's very funny.
Kind of also just most things he's directionally accurate in most of his philosophy. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
like the barefoot thing in Buffalo.
Barefoot
crazy.
thing doesn't work
New
for
England.
me. But God bless.
Cold. It can't be good.
It's an interesting
sense.
choice. Yeah,
Yeah, certainly. Kramer, what else? Any other plays you got here?
No, it's
8 and 9. Are you playing missed playoffs?
I was kind of surprised in general the missed playoffs prices, but I'll say this: there will be a missed playoffs parlay that involves the Patriots and the Ravens.
Okay,
I'll save it for the Ravens of the last episode we're doing. I'll save it for that episode because it's going to probably have I'd say 3, maybe a 4th team, but yeah,
good tease.
I feel a make playoffs and a miss playoffs parlay feels like it needs to be on the docket.
Very fun.
Yeah.
All right. So officially Kramer 8 and 9. I'm 9 and 8. Cody, the Sassy Zebra there, 11 and 6. Cody, thank you for coming on. Tell people NASCAR Gambling Podcast. What do you and Hot Rod have cooking up?
Yeah, thanks. Well, we're pushing towards our version of the playoffs, the Chase, coming up here soon. Couple of races left, so we're four times a week over on the NASCAR Gambling Podcast, covering all the top 3 series. We also talk IndyCar, F1. If you're not into motorsports, come over there. We have a ton of fun. Past couple of weeks. So last race, Indianapolis, we cashed the 50-1 on the winner of the race, 200-1 on the winner of the in-season bracket challenge. No big deal. Hit a 150-1 on Coke 600 a couple of months ago. So been having some big success over there, but small wins as well. Like I talked about earlier with the Kalshi episode in there, we had a ton of fun kind of breaking that down, going through everything. So I'm going to be at Iowa Speedway this weekend, boots on the ground, got my media pass secured. So shout out to you guys for that. So yeah, if you tune over in the YouTube, I'm going to try to have a ton of videos, footage from down on the track, live pit stops, talking to drivers, all the fun stuff. So going to be a really fun weekend. I'm super looking forward to it.
Yes, very good show. They do a great job over there. Very passionate about motorsports. And again, as Cody said, if you're not yet a motorsports fan, give it a shot. I think you'll like it and give out some winners. And a good way to get into something is have a little action on it. Also,
a good reason to join Discord.
Yeah,
probably the number one show in terms of Discord activity. The hockey guys might get it. MMA too. I shouldn't throw too much in.
And we talk all sports in the NASCAR Discord. Like, if guys want to bet on baseball, they're going to the baseball Discord. Like, that's fine. But we can talk baseball in the NASCAR channel too. So we got our group of people over there, and yeah, we have a lot of fun.
I like
it. You get all. We have international listeners from all over too. There's all sorts of different racing they toss in there and other stuff too, which is great. So yeah, we have a really good time. And then, like I talked about, live betting in NASCAR more than probably most sports because it changes so literally fast. It's a really fun market over there. So yeah, we have a ton of fun.
Awesome. Great reason to check it out. Him and Rod over on the NASCAR Gambling Podcast, wherever you get your podcast. Kramer, who are we talking about tomorrow?
We have a very exciting episode
I think
tomorrow.
I know who it is.
We're talking Denver Broncos, and we have now confirmed, as much as you can confirm a Dick Olson appearance. We have confirmed a Dick Olson.
It's been a while since he's been on the show, but if you know, Dick always has some great stories. Just a one of a kind character, I would say, is the way to describe our buddy Dick.
Yeah, I mean, it will be a good. He's also a Broncos fan.
He knows ball, and he's a D-gen of, like, I think I'm a D-gen, and then I hang out with Dick Olson, and I feel small compared to his degeneracy.
Sean lived at this place for a little bit, and we were watching the Ravens Broncos. What was it? Divisional round game, and he's literally making flight plans to fly to Denver to watch the conference championship game. And Joe Flacco flings that ball over. I don't even remember the DB at this point. And there's just this picture somewhere floating around the universe of Dick Olson with a Bronco helmet,
passed out with a Bronco helmet hat on. It was
just so sad.
It was great.
Anyway, Broncos next up, and then this is actually a fun week for the guests. We have a doubleheader Wednesday. We'll be doing a little Hall of Fame game picks, live bullets, and we're talking Protector of the Year with CJ Sullivan, and then superfan Justin Decker in studio on Thursday.
Oh, great.
Justin Wood, Bengals superfan Friday.
All timer. Let's go. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. And of course,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
I think Robert Kraft actually wore that hoodie to the whorehouse.
Kramer, let it ride.
You have to know when to come.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.